What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Bucchigiri match video. My name is D-Free here today. We will be doing our first ever dedicated gameplay video on this game. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you happen to be new for more content. And that being said, I am still learning the game a bit, but I do know at least the ins and outs of the app, of the game, the way it works, and what you would need to know as far as like the deck that I'm going to be running for today's video. So nonetheless, this is a card game pretty much. Like it's you play with a deck, long story short. Kind of like Dokkan, but not anything like Dokkan. So, moving on. If you're looking to get into this game, I'll leave a link down below in the description. I'm sure that another YouTuber made a how to get video on how to download this game and how to get started, right? If not, I'll probably do my own at some point in the future. But really what I'm trying to do right now is just trying to learn the game, like I said, and get some translations. There are some already, but I want to try to get some more and stuff like that. So, by the way, on a side note, if you are adept at making websites, whatever the case is, I might be interested in doing something like that. So reach out to me on Twitter for this game, nonetheless. So anyways, moving on. If you want to know like what you can do in this game, long story short, those three icons on the right, the Bulma, the Vegeta, and the Frieza, those refresh daily. Those are three bots you can fight daily. There is no story mode in this game. There is nothing like that. All you can really do is play those bots. You come over here to this current event. You can play against Broly on these difficulties right here. You can play him in those different difficulties. Now, there is a raid battle event that is going on for the Broly event right now. So when you come here at designated times, so right now in 7 hours and 50 minutes, I'll be able to play. You can, you know, just community-wise, try to beat Broly, take down his HP. Also, you can defeat these opponents here to help you have an easier time with the Broly event as well. Other than that, though, it's pretty much just a PvP game, and you come in with a deck, like I said, and you're good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a ranked battle. We'll do one or two, depending on how long it takes. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump in. So I am ranked B, still trying to get my way up there. And we are going to use the Bardock deck. Now, the reason I wanted to use the Bardock deck was because it's pretty much a deck you start off with, if you choose it anyway. It's one of the decks you can pretty much start off with, and it's very simple, very straightforward. So I thought that it would be a good deck to run for the first ever video that I'm really going to do on this. Speaking of a previous video that wasn't really so much gameplay driven, but more or less summons, you see the beautiful blue Gogeta, left and right sides of the screen. Check that video out. Link will be down below in the description. We did some summons, so that's what I'll say. All right, so we have our first opponent. I'm going to wait a moment because the game's going to get loud. I absolutely need to learn how to turn down the volume. So, my primary objective for this deck, you can see the deck in the bottom corner. None of the cards are in play yet. They'll fill in the color when they get played. Right now, I'm going to play this, though. The primary objective for my deck, in particular, is to try to get Borgos and Shugesh in play early on, and from there, save my 8-drop Bardock for pretty much the end. So, that's what we're going to try to do. I don't really want to play either of these two, actually, but it's fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just play the Fasha now. Now, these two are different. They give you an extra key when you have a Bardock that's in play already. Speaking of key, that guy is a very good key bot, so this is going to be very interesting. It seems like he's playing a mono-purple deck. So the decks are pretty much themed, right? They're themed. The characters have characteristics / categories in this game. And my Bardock, the 8-cost Bardock, he is very, very powerful when you have a bunch of Bardock teammates in play, right? So that's pretty much the general premise of this. Now, I need 4 key to even do anything with the ape, so it doesn't really matter if I play him now or not. We're going to burst there. So when you have the exact same cost on cards, you burst, you both take 1,000 damage. So nothing really happens there. Nobody picks up any key, but he does because he has freaking Purunga. Purunga is very good. Okay, so here we go. We have Borgos. So we are going to go ahead and play the Borgos. Borgos is really cool because whenever I play a Bardock teammate on the turn that Borgos is already in play, which is, you know, if you get him early, like turn 1, for example, that's going to be an always recurring thing, he will heal me by 1,000 HP. And Shugesh is kind of the same way. Instead, he doesn't heal me. He actually deals damage. So we're going to take the opportunity to play the 7-cost Bardock here. I'm going to hope he doesn't play his 8-cost. It's kind of early in my opinion, but maybe. Okay, he doesn't. That's good for me. Because now I can reliably play my Tora. We're going to get some sneak damage here. I'll play my Tora. Okay, and my 8-cost Bardock might actually win the turn after this. I'm not going to play him here, but I might play him next turn. He might one-shot, to be honest. Unless this guy plays a defender, I think we have this game already. He just didn't have enough HP. So we're going to play the the Tora here, and Tora will give me an extra key whether he wins or not. He actually loses. Playing to 8 there was not a great idea, because he also knocked me into serious mode, which is when you're in the yellow HP. And I believe there's super serious, which is when you have red HP. And different things happen depending on the team that you have. He did heal 700 there. You see I heal 1,000 there because I played another card from the Bardock team. And that unfortunately took me out of serious mode. So Bardock here is not going to do a whole ton. He's going to get to about 8k, I think. A lot of times he gets to about 15 for me. I think he needs to be in serious mode, though. 7, yeah, there it is. It's kind of like later. He'll get up to like 15,000, and I would have one-shot there. So, unfortunately, we do not. Okay, we are going to start off the next match, though, with whatever card you don't use, which in this case was the Shugesh. I do actually start off with that card in my opening hand. You shuffle the cards back into your deck, and then you draw again when you have one left. Okay. So the others are going to go back. And then we do have the Shugesh. I'm going to play him immediately. By the way, we do have 4 key, which are the little circles kind of above my deck in the bottom left corner. That means that my ape can now attack. Okay. It just depends what I draw, though. Kind of depends. He has so much key right now. He has 7. Kind of depends what I draw. His deck got shuffled back. I will play my Bardock here early because I really want to play Fasha and Tora post-Bardock. They're better after there's a Bardock in play because they give me extra key. Okay, so he knocked me into super serious mode here. Okay. This is good. If I draw my 8-drop Bardock, I can pretty much win from here. Of course I don't. But you know what? I'll play the Orgos just to kind of heal a little bit. We're going to burst. That's bad for him because he's so low already. And 1,000 is easy for me to make up because of Borgos' effect. He heals 700. I believe that's Dende that did the heal of 700. Okay, my ape can now attack. So unless he plays a 6 or a 7, you know, we're kind of screwed. You can use the key to power up your cards, but I've been, and there it is, the burst again. I've been saving it, and I'll show you guys kind of like that mechanic here shortly. Why that's important, too, if you have a lot of key. Okay, so 6,000, that's a lot to heal. That's quite a bit. That is quite a bit. He's going to heal 700 more. That's a cool deck. I like it. I like it. I heal a nice amount too, but he heals a lot more apparently, or he can anyway. Okay, it doesn't really matter what I play here. I know he has a 1 in hand. He never played his 1, so I'll play this. He might try to play it here. And whatever you don't play will always stay in your hand if you didn't notice that already. He does have a 1 in his hand, though. Eventually, he's going to draw the 7, and he'll try to play it. He has literally almost 10 key, and I barely got 5. That guy, Purunga, is so good, man. The deck is awesome. I love that deck. Hopefully, I draw my Bardock here. Actually, I need... Oh, there it is. Actually, I need the Shenron first. I'll play the Shenron, then I'll play the Bardock. Oh, okay. All right, we're still here, though, even though it glitched out for a second. All right. Let's see if I can go for the game here. He got 700 more. All right. Let's see if I can go for game here. I'm going to pick up my Bardock. There he is. So you can use the key to power up your card cost in the top left. That's all of the key that I have right now. We'll go for game right now. The Bardock should be able to go for game here. All right, he didn't use any on his card. I'm 10 over. I didn't need to go that deep, but I think we go for game here. There it is, 15,700. 18,000 now. That's game. All right. There we go. All right, so it did take a couple of rounds. But we got it. We're good. Friggin' 8. That's actually the highest I've ever got him to. I didn't know he could go that high. That's really cool, man. That's really cool. So, to recap for the people that... Because I was trying to navigate the gameplay, of course. Oh, we're going to rank up. Let me recap in just a moment. Okay, cool. We ranked up. Got some more SP support. Oh, I got 100 coins to do some summons with. And some prizes. Can I get Zenny, please? I just need Zenny. I just need the Zenny. Or a new card. Those are all old cards. Oh, okay. I guess this is cool because I use that card. Anyways, to recap, we're going to go over to the deck area, and I'll just kind of explain the way that the process is. So don't worry, I'll do more videos. Like I said, I'll probably do a dedicated guide that kind of is a little clearer on this if you want to try to play. But to recap, you choose a deck of 8 cards, right? Each card has their own cost, and you can select a list of characters that you would use per each cost in your deck. So when you have your character that you're going to use, understand some of them have effects, some of them have multiple effects, and some of them just have no effect in general. So that's another thing to consider. But really, the deck wants to be themed. In a lot of scenarios, the decks want to be themed. And this game has a really cool button, though, that allows you to auto-build a deck around a certain theme. So this orange button at the bottom, when I choose this Bardock, is going to try to build this deck for me. It's almost the exact same deck, except I traded out the 5 for the Shenron, pretty much. So, like, the deck, I mean, the game can build you an auto deck based around specific cards, like if you wanted to do something like that, and kind of what they need in play. For example, this Gohan, in fact, the reason why it puts the Android 16 on there is because he really wants an Android 16 to be in play by the time you play him. I believe he also needs 2 Ki, and then he'll go SS2, like weird things like that. So thematically, the way that my deck ran was I wanted to play, again, Borgos and Shugesh early, because when they're in play and you play another Bardock team member, which is everyone in my deck except for the Shenron, you either do 1,000 damage to the opponent with Shugesh, or you heal 1,000 with Borgos. And that, as you saw, the Borgos heal was coming in clutch towards the end there. It allowed me to stave off defeat and things of that nature. Now, these two are interesting because really they're just here to be Bardock team members, but if you happen to have one of your other 2 Bardocks, the 7 or 8 cost Bardock, actually in play, by the time you play them, you're granted an extra Ki. Now, they're generally going to lose their battles because 1 and 2 cost cards are very, very low, and as you saw, the higher cost pretty much wins. You can manipulate the cost by giving Ki, as you saw at the end there where I got my Bardock with the 13 cost in the top corner, but generally they lose, so it's nice because you can lose, but you'll still get that 1 Ki. But other than that, you have a buff bot like this guy who's there just to grant extra attack to my Bardock. You could also do something like the other guy was doing just now and use that Purunga, who grants an insane amount of Ki, right? He was given a lot of Ki, and you're good from there. Now, this 7-drop Bardock is vanilla. He has no effect whatsoever. This guy needs, again, 4 Ki in play, which is why the Tora and the Fasha are important, you know, or like just winning your battles in general, because you always get a Ki by winning your battles. But, you know, things like that are important too because he can't even attack. He'll just win and he'll give you a Ki, but he can't attack. And then last but not least, Bardock, as you saw, is our finisher. So that was the recap. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. And remember, links are down below in the description. And if you are interested in trying to help me build a community for this game, a website, translations, etc., reach out to me on Twitter. Link will be down below. Have an awesome day, everyone. And I'll catch all of you guys in the next one.